Thank you. Yeah, as Max mentioned, this game did not just come out on PS1 and PC. There was a Game Boy Color port at the very end of the Game Boy Color lifecycle. It's actually almost at its 25th anniversary. January 26th this year is going to be the 25th anniversary, so it's a great time. Yeah, I'm Witsend. I am known for speedrunning this game because it is my speed game. I pioneered it. And my couch?
I am Nardy20. I run this game. It's extremely cute. I'm excited.
Yeah. And I guess just without any further ado, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. So, first of all, Croc kind of moves fast. We double tap to run, and I'm going to be running most of the game. I can go diagonally as much as I want. All that matters is that I'm kind of holding it in the same direction. Diagonal moves 1 pixel horizontally and 1 pixel vertically per frame. So we try to do that to get across any gaps where it will just save us time by jumping across diagonally, slightly faster, 1.4 times faster, square root of 2. But we're also going to have a bunch of block pushing in this game. So this is where a lot of the finicky movement stuff is. Every time that you push blocks, you drop down to a walk there, and there I'm trying to double tap, and it's just not double tapping. It's great. Every level has some sort of thing that you need to do to complete it. In this case, we're collecting a key, bringing it to save a gobbo from a cage. And these are all missions that you might recognize from the PS1 or PC game. So in this case, we are saving a sandwich that got snatched by a crow. And this game also has a lot of weird things with ledges. We'll see some of it later on, but in that case, I just walked off the edge there to get pushed horizontally a frame. It's just very slightly faster. And at the end of this, we're going to have some ledges here, which I might drop down to a walk. There we go, yep.
That was the walk.
It's great. Every world also has an item collection minigame or level where you're supposed to collect 3 different things, and they're really long. And this is the first one of them, so I'm already going to pass off to donations because there aren't going to be a lot of opportunities for donations in this run.
And there's so much love coming in for you already, Witsend. First of all, $250 from Witsend's family. Way to go, Wit! Sending love and encouragement to you on your running adventure. Can't wait to catch up with you soon out there. Love and hugs.
Yeah, they actually drove out to Wisconsin, and they're there right now. And so I'll be catching up with them once I'm back home.
Another important one, $25 from Anonymous, donating for that adorable crochet croc. And yeah, if you go to gdq.gg/prizes, you can see what Anonymous is talking about. $25 gets you in the running for that. And I will confirm, extremely adorable crochet croc. We got a $25 donation from Dobie, who says, shout out to Croc for having one of the catchiest theme songs in video game history.
Yes.
And $25 once more from Paul Mall, who says, time for the best handheld Croc game. Good luck, Witsend.
Shout out to Polly's second place in Australia. I raced him earlier this year. It was a good run.
And from what I can hear, this is some pretty catchy music, I gotta say.
It's all
That's
bops.
great.
It's all bops.
I never call it out because I'm like, someone else is going to call it out, and I don't need to.
Time for like 1 or 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay, we got $50 from Flem Lazoid, who says, second donation, glad to see some great runs this week. Well done, everyone. We also got $500 from Florp the Fox. Always love the events and support the cause. Lost many people to cancer in my life. It's a scourge that needs a cure. Love you, Lauren. Love you, Aunt Deb. Much love to all. We appreciate you sharing that, Florp. Thank you so much for the donation to the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Yeah, so this is the only auto-scroller in the game. I don't know why it's the only one, but I'm glad that there's only one. And with that, we're done with the item collection, and we're moving on to the first boss. So every world has 3 levels and a boss. And this is Savina the Squid. So we basically get barrels, and they spawn on the opposite side of the room as they are when we drop them. So it should be a pretty scripted fight.
If you ever get hit while carrying one of those barrels, it will explode, so this is pretty tight. Luckily, you do walk while you're carrying the barrels, so you don't have to deal with running movement.
Yeah. And now we're moving into the hardest part of the run, or at least a very hard part of the run, because Cossack Village has ice. And if you just notice, I run really fast on ice. Luckily, this first level doesn't have a whole lot of ice in it. However, it does have some jumps that are so far task only. It saves about 20 seconds, and we are not going for those. However, do check out the task. It's really cool. It's not quite optimized, but it's very good.
Overall, ice moves twice as fast, and your movement's already like a pixel per frame, so you're just flying across the screen with ice. You'll see some ice jumps later. It gets pretty quick. Very nice.
Yeah. Lots of really cool-looking diagonal jumps across gaps in this game. Oh, and there's a fun drop to a walk if you want to talk about that while I do a puzzle.
So whenever you jump up a ledge, there are certain conditions, and we don't know all of them, that can be met where you will drop to a walk. When you jump up a ledge, you can also ascend to a run. That's also unclear as to why it happens, but can throw you off.
Yeah. And what I've been doing whenever I'm running is I'll do a... Okay, cool, that's great. I'll do a neutral jump in order to do a standing jump. So if I don't press any buttons, then it's going to drop. Cool. And if I go too fast, then it's going to run. There is a death abuse in this, but because lives are tight and I died accidentally, I did not do that death abuse. It saves like a fraction of a second for every single one, but we want to save those frames.
Same barrels from Savina here. Pretty easy section, but you could just throw the barrel in the wrong way and you would have to reset the room.
Yeah, you have just enough barrels to get to the end there. And now the first jump in this room is the Witsend jump, because it is not what the task does. It's frames slower, and it's much better RTA. And apparently it's difficult, but I don't know why.
More neutral jumps. A lot of the time you'll see us stop just before we get to the button to neutral jump. Saves a few frames.
I'm also going to get a life here. Cool. I'm just going to reset that room so I've got my movement up.
These ice jumps are obviously very tight, but this one is a setup, which is nice.
Yeah, jumping on ice, well, running on ice is already really difficult, and those jumps are the bane of any casual player's existence.
Those are required in casual.
Yeah. And here's the second death abuse. Basically, any time that we need to just re-enter, like go back to the place that we entered, we're going to want to death abuse because it's slightly faster than walking all the way back.
You always want to get a bunch of ice movement in these levels to save the frames. This one isn't scary. There are other ones that are scarier.
Yeah, the next one in particular is going to be a bit bad. But it is also the item collection, so I'm going to pass it off to donations again.
Well, I'm always grateful for that. And I want to take this opportunity to let everybody know we've opened up a new incentive for the Lies of P run later on today. The Wear the White Lady Mask incentive, sitting at $1,551 at the moment. And just as an update, we've also got some bid wars open. There is the weapon skin choice for Jet Runner, and that is coming up very shortly. Midnight Sun in the lead with Synth Blaster at $100. No love for Cotton Dream or the Executive. We got to have some fans out there of those skins. Final Fighter choice, Toad still holding strong for Return to Subcon at $550. Luigi coming up from behind at $330. I love to see it. And the ending choice for Dark Souls has actually changed hands. It looks like we're linking the fire right now, anyway, with $80. If you prefer the Dark Lord ending, you certainly could donate for that. gdq.gg/donate, or use the Twitch charity tool. And in fact, we got a quick donation from somebody who used that. $100 from Punsbert through the Twitch charity tool. Thanks, Punsbert. And remember, if you're using the Twitch charity tool, download the Twitch extension on your browser. And that way you can use the Twitch donations to point them toward your incentives and bid wars of choice.
So as we get to this room, this is a good time to talk about something. You may notice when we jump up here, we're not going to use the second box, but pushing the second box there is required for the platform here to lower. Just a little fun thing the game does.
That was a new drop to a walk there. Haven't had that happen. We've now got the hardest boss. Yes, it's the second boss. It is still the hardest. We'll see how it goes, if you want to talk.
This is a beautiful fight. You can jump into these pillars. The hitbox is just to the side of them in order to do damage. When you do that, this is very, very smooth. We should see 1 damage abuse here. Yep. And that was a perfect fight.
Let's go. Yeah, I came up with that strat not terribly long ago, and it's so much faster than walking or trying to dodge everything normally. I'm only on 1 life. I'm not going to do this death abuse.
Fair.
But I will take some damage here. It's just slightly faster than dodging. Okay, cool. I saved it. We're fine. That was supposed to be a running jump.
Yeah, we are not close on health here, so we can just tank the fire.
Yeah, I do need to dodge this running guy.
Same solution as the last version of that puzzle. Happy sun, sad mood, if anyone was wondering. I don't know if it's ever explained in the game, but it's a fun solution.
Every puzzle basically has the solution written on a sign next to it. It's a kid's game. Yeah, so this is where we would do the death abuse if I had an extra life. We just run into that guy at the end here and take our 3rd damage, but we don't need that damage because there's going to be a scary jump later on that I want this life for, which that was one of them.
Very nice. Some of the jumps off the little platforms are really hard because you have to get the double tap to start the run, and the platform is already pretty small.
Yeah.
This game pioneered double tap running. I'm not sure if that's true, but it's a fun thing to say. It's a fun thing to say.
We've got our item collection already, so if there are donations, this would be another time. This is the longest block pushing.
Oh man, I was just about to ask, because we've got some really cool ones in here that I think you're going to want to hear. $50 from Bearer of Terror. Hey, Wit, it's your Pathfinder DM. Good luck on your run. If you come in underestimate, I'll make sure you find something really nice in this next dungeon. Don't let us down. This is from the Bearer of Terror and the Fated Alliance crew. Hey, let's get some applause for Pathfinder, okay? One of my favorite role-playing games. We also got $25 from Delilah, who says, "Hi, Wit. I was so excited to see you get your run in this year. Cheering you on from the back couch, even if we have differences in saving the frames versus saving the dog." We got one for the real Croc heads out there. $10 from Seldom, who says, "Kaboof, kushsplit, yazoo, kapow." Jessica Berkman also gives $50 to the Prevent Cancer Foundation and says, "The only issue with this game is you can't see his one pointy tooth."
True.
The title screen does have it, if you're wondering. Very important.
Well, that's nice. At least there's that. Rince sends in $25 and says, "I can't believe crocodiles are real, let alone 2 of them. Mind blown."
So good they made a sequel.
And this one is really neat. Here's some fun facts for you. $25 from Captain Snuggles, who says, "Whoa, no wonder this music seems so cool and catchy. The composer is Kinuyo Yamashita, who is credited as James Banana on the original soundtrack for Castlevania. Today I learned."
Awesome. And we're actually wrapping up this level right now. So we'll see the next level if I get it, if you want to talk.
Yeah, so this next level features a couple of interesting jumps. This first one is very tight. I believe it's 2 frames.
1 frame.
1 frame. So we'll see if Whitson gets it.
Of course.
One more try. Very beautiful.
Second try, still good.
Very beautiful.
And because I'm on 0 lives, I'm just going to skip these other ones because even though they're not frame perfect, I'm somehow worse at them.
There's a diagonal ledge that you have to jump off of, and diagonal ledges, like most things in this game, are weird. Another thing you may have noticed during the item collection level was the puzzles. This game enjoys math puzzles and stompy floor puzzles. So hope you can do math.
And these are Paths of Delusion. They're sort of like the Lost Woods style puzzles. And I remember this one because it's a circle. Also, I moved to the right there so that I don't drop to a walk. That's one of the few places that we know that it always drop to a walk and how to make it not happen. We're now going into the third boss, which has 12 hits, and it's the first instance of RNG. It can spawn in any of 4 locations, and if I react fast enough, then I can get 4 hits. I didn't quite react fast enough there.
You may notice this looks a little easier than the last 2 bosses. Difficulty is a little non-linear.
Yeah. And so you can do this in either 3 cycles or 4 cycles, depending on how your reaction time is. And it might be scary that I'm on 0 lives, but I'm also at 19 enemies killed. That's the little star on my left. And as soon as that goes up to 20, I will get my life back. So this is around when I normally get my 2nd life in a run.
This guy right here, beautiful.
Which is just going to be a nice little extra security. There are a number of kind of scary things in each of these levels. So the gimmick in Inca is that there are secret passageways in every level. And so casually, you're going through normally, and then you eventually find out that, oh, there's this breakable wall, or this pit doesn't actually kill you. And it's really cool casually. But for a speedrun, that just means that you just skip everything, except for this level. This level, also hard math, we've got multiplication now. Let us know in donations what you think the answer is.
Yeah, 7 times 1, that's a tough one.
I was gonna say 6 times 7, but yeah, so
I support it.
So this jump here, if I fell in there, I would lose a minute. That's the secret.
Down there is a pit with a bunch of gems. It's useful if you want to collect gems, but really not useful for any percent speedrun.
Also, really scary room back there, but pretty clean. We're also going to line up here so that we don't pick up this gem, because that's an animation if you pick it up. So we just pixel a line so that we skip right past it. And we're almost at the end of this level. There are 2 more levels left, but they've each got shortcuts through them, so it will be sort of a blink and you miss it sort of deal. Yeah, this is a really fast run. It just flies by, because we're already in the last world.
Inca Hub World music is fantastic. It's so good.
All of the hub worlds. And you're just never in them. So, whoops,
Oh,
I fell into a hole. And yeah, this is the second to last room of the level. Also with the absolute worst puzzle, if you do this casually and don't just know the answer, I'm sorry for you. I'm really sorry for you. It's so bad.
I still don't know the casual path on that.
Well, that is the casual path. The problem is that there's a lot of dead ends that they just keep you going. So you've already failed the puzzle, but it's like, oh yeah, just keep going for like 5 more jumps, and you don't know that you're actually done. Also, this guy talks forever. I'm mashing A and B in order to go through the dialogue. I never actually talked about that, but we're...
Every other world, you can choose the order of levels. This one forces you. There's kind of a story as you go through the world. You get a letter, you save some guy's grandpa, and he wants you to get a statue piece. This jump is kind of weird. There are some invisible wall feeling things going on. Unclear what's actually going on in the game, but it makes you align kind of weird, so it's more difficult than it looks.
Yeah, the scary thing is that now I'm going to the final boss with 0 lives, which is fine, I shouldn't die, but there's a checkpoint after the first. Also, bees, you need to kill a certain number and they just spawn there, so kill them as they spawn. But yeah, Dante has 2 phases, and there's a checkpoint between them, so if you die, then you're good. But in this case, I'll die in game over, so let's just not do that.
I believe. Dante reuses the same mechanic as Savina the Squid, so Wit will be picking up barrels in this first phase and throwing them at Dante. There are a few more obstacles. It's fine.
Cool. So I've got slightly safer strats to... I forgot that I had gotten an extra bee in there.
The bees, if they're still on screen, will come back to attack you.
Cool. Well, this just means that I get lives back.
You want to hear some love from your community?
Absolutely.
We got $50 from Dranzior, who says, "Hey, Wit, so glad to see you back on the big stage. Best of luck in the run." And $50 from Mainly Mav, who says, "Let's go, Wit." And it looks like my prayers have been answered. Luigi's creeping up the...
So that was the damage list thing that I was trying to do the first time, so that I would not be scared in the final phase. But now I've got all the hearts in the world. And this is the second instance of RNG, but we don't really care about the RNG. We're going to kind of abuse hitboxes.
It looks like it's going through you. The hitbox is much, much smaller. Every,
Went slightly too early there.
Every attack here does have a safe spot, so...
Cool. And time will be on the fade to white here. So... time.
GG, Wit. Great run.
21. That is all that I could ask for. This is a really hard game. Getting below 21 is stellar, so getting really close to 21 is great, especially with that game over there. So I'll do some shout-outs now. Shout out to my mom for being a breast cancer survivor, 10 years now. It's really exciting. My family as well. Shout-outs to Pall Mall and Thermospore, first and second place, for really helping grind the time down, kind of competing against me. We were fighting over first place for a while. Shout outs to Ring Rush for the task, showed a few strats that we took for the run. Shout outs to Obscure Speedrun Club. It featured this in its very first month. People really loved the game, and that's where I think...
That's where I joined.
Yeah. Shout outs to the Croc Discord. We kind of have all of the Croc speedrunning games there. And also shout out to Aurori Mart, who is our glitch hunter, which we have a glitch exhibition coming up. So I think that we're ready to do that. So I'm just going to warp to a world, and then we'll start. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. So block pushing. When you push blocks, they go onto these switches and they do something in the level. Most of the time it's just lowering the block so that you can stand on it, get up to a ledge, something like that. We skipped this block before because we can just jump up there. But we can bring it almost to the edge there. Okay, I am going to reset the room there.
Totally fair.
Just so that we can do that. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that I could get up here. So we can stand on this. And that's nothing special, but now we can push it while we're standing on it. So it just looks hilarious. The sad thing about all of these glitches is that there's nothing useful that we've found so far from them. They're really hilarious, and I'm going to game over just so that I can go back to the shop and warp to the next world where we're going to show some more block pushing things.
The inputs for that, like, block pushing while standing on it are just as weird as they look.
Yeah. So we saw what happens if you push a block while standing on it. So now we've got a bit of a question of what happens if you push a block while dying. And then what happens if you push a block while room transitioning? And this is a very interesting block that we're pushing right now. If you remember, it blocked the lava flow, which of course wood will absolutely block lava. But we're gonna position it on the edge there and then just jump in, and we're pushing it, right? And there it is, and there it is. So we just blocked the lava flow in the wrong room. And this is fully standable. We can go on it. We can jump up onto this block. We like slide down it weirdly. It's really weird. We can jump out of this as well. We can try to jump out of this. There's weird collision where this is actually still the wall from the original thing. It's still there, but this new wall got added, so we can't just walk up here, but we can absolutely jump up it. And now we're going to reset that room just so that I can do these jumps a bit easier. But we're going to show off something else that happens when you die. So what happens if you die when room transitioning? This is a bit finicky, so it might be a few attempts. Yeah, didn't quite work. I'm like slightly too late.
You have to die right on the transition, so it's very, very tight.
Too early.
It's fine.
That's fine. The estimate is so that we can set this up again. If I don't get in this set of lives, I'll just tell you what happens, but I'd like to show it off.
But more caveman music, so.
Yeah. So finicky. That's a frame off. Really.
You got it this time, Whit.
Indeed, I do.
That's
okay.
what's up.
So I'm at 0 hearts right now, and that shouldn't happen. If I take damage, I have now underflowed my health. So I'm at 255 health. This will eventually get down to 0 if I waited here, but we're not going to do that because we've got more things to show off. So that's not actually that useful because if you finish a level, if you leave a level, if you die by falling off an edge, you just go back to your 3 health. So really cool that we have a health underflow, but sadly not actually useful. So the other thing about this game is that it's a weird 2.5D-ish. It's got this height map, and we found some weird things with the height map. So a lot of 2.5D games at this time were isometric 3D, so they were kind of this diagonal way that you looked onto it. Cool. But this is more of a like normal way that you would look at it, which means that you can't really represent the height as well. And we found out that this particular ledge we can just jump on top of. So we're just, the height map is just wrong here. And so we can just jump on top here. No clue why that happens, no clue why this specific ledge, but it does. We also, so if you fall into a pit, you die. I did want to show that off. But in this case, if you fall here, you don't die. So Croc is stuck here forever, and we are soft locked, and that's where I'm going to end the glitch exhibition. Thank you for having me. I'll pass this off to whoever's next.